In this video I am attempting the iconic 496 challenge created by the ultra endurance athlete Sean Conway. The premise is simple. It's a month-long challenge where you run 1 kilometre on the first day, 2 on the second, 3 on the third, all the way up to 31 kilometres on the 31st day. I am fairly new to running, so this should be interesting. I'm doing this challenge on a complete whim. My family and I were out on New Year's Day for a little walk, and my partner just happened to mention this challenge to me. I'd never heard of it before, and I thought, you know what? Let's do it, let's give this a go. So right there and then, I ran my first kilometre of the challenge. So this is my attempt at 11.7 marathons in 31 days. Let's begin on day 2. 2 kilometres, here we go.
Start lookout.
Everywhere's kind of a bit flooded today. 2 kilometres done, and I'm already thinking, it's quite a lot, isn't it? 496 kilometres in 31 days, quite a lot. So day 3, and it's not raining today, hooray, hooray. $3K done, and I'm not setting any kind of records here with my pace, I know that. I said this was very much a bit of a whim. Me doing this run, it was not planned at all. I've done no preparation just after Christmas, so I'm holding a good couple of stone more than I usually do. Yeah, my son's been keeping me company the last 3 days. It definitely helps, kind of keep me going. Not very good, is it? Day 4, let's go. That's 2 kilometres done, 2 to go. That's it for day 4. So it's day 5, and legs feeling a little bit achy today, nothing too bad. So I'm almost halfway at this stage, and check out the view here. Not a bad view to run to. So far so good. Keep going. So our last kilometre here on this bowling green, so my son can rest and go in the playground. Yeah, he's done well. Just finished 5K, and yeah, not too bad today. So I'm nearly halfway. I'm definitely feeling it today. Day 6 done, 6 kilometres. I'm not gonna lie, that was tough. And I know if I'm finding this tough, imagine what I'll be like at anything above like 20 kilometres, anything above 10 kilometres. I don't know. These are my old trainers. Look at the state of them. I've been after a new pair for a while, and I've finally done it. So today is really icy everywhere, as you can see. Yeah, it's extremely slippery underfoot. Oh, this is weird. The texture of this is odd, but weirdly not too slippery. So let's see if I can get a few laps of this field in. I found a football. It's like frozen solid. That'll do. So I found myself a little round route I can keep going on that's not too icy. Getting a bit sick of the same lap, so just gonna do it in reverse. So that's 7 kilometres done. But these trainers I got here, I don't know what they're called. Adidas something. I'll put it on screen now. Really comfortable. Not sponsored, but Adidas, feel free to get in touch. It's day 8 now, and I've woken up with a massively swollen left big toe. Anyway, I've put some like antiseptic cream on it. I've taken some painkillers. I put 2 pairs of socks on in the hope to kind of pad it out a bit. Just over a kilometre left. Day 9. I'm nearly halfway through. I've not picked any kind of route today. I'm just kind of randomly going wherever. And it's been quite good. Gone to a couple of areas I've never hit before. So that's 9k done. You know, legs a little bit tired, but not too bad. Day 10. So this is as far as I've ever ran before in one go. And I've only ever done it once, and it was quite some time ago. We're getting into kind of uncharted territories now. I've just finished 10 kilometres when I got to 8. Oh, yeah, even though at 8 you're thinking, well, there's only 2 left, right? But I was just thinking, God, I need to stop. On to day 11. I've never done 11 kilometres before, so let's see how that goes. We're going to Centre Parks tomorrow, so that'll be interesting how I kind of fit these workouts in. I am almost halfway, and I'm a long way from home. Today I've kind of ran out from home, and when I hit the just before halfway mark, which is now, I'm going to head back in the direction of home. And hopefully I've got it about right and I don't end up doing several kilometres more. 11 is the most I've ever done, so that is a record for me. This is day 12. Today we are going to Centre Parks, but I'm going to try my best to get this 12k out of the way. Back home, finished packing for Centre Parks. Good morning, so we are here at Centre Parks. It is 13th. Just getting ready to go do my run. I'm going to run around the perimeter of Centre Parks all the way around. Not sure how far that is, so I might do it twice. There's some weird noises going on here. There's owls I can hear or something. I'd always come on holiday and I'd see people like running around and I'd be like, take a break, you're on holiday. And now it's me. I had a few drinks last night, a few rums. We went out and did like a quiz, family quiz. And it's the first time I've had a drink since we started this challenge. And I feel quite amazing today. Considering I only got about 5.5 hours sleep. Check this out. Oh. I didn't think you're able to come in at this time. I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. Yeah, I'm going for tea up there tonight. I've been eating healthily for the last 2 weeks. But tonight, I'm having pizza. That's what it looks like here with no water in it. Nine kilometres done, and I could go for a little bit longer, but I reckon my kids are going to be up about now, so I'm going to head back to my lodge, which is just up here. We did a lot of walking and a lot of activities while we were there, so I've included some of that in my total numbers, but most of what I did was running. Morning all, so having a great time here at Centre Parks and up early again today. I'm going to try and do maybe 2 laps around the whole park and then do the rest later. This is the worst hill right here. I mean, I know it's got nice lights on it and that, but yeah, it's the steepest hill here, I think. It just seems to go on forever. Nearly there, just around this corner, and we're done. So just done 12 kilometres, right, on with the holiday. I've got a welcome committee. Hello. Morning all, it is day 15. It's absolutely freezing here at Centre Parks today, minus 4 degrees Celsius. Let's go. Right, so I've done 11 and a half, and it's about all I've got time for now. I need to get the car packed up, ready to go home, although we're not going straight home. We're going to spend a good few hours here first before we go, and I guess I'll do the rest when I get home. Put an evening run tonight. So I did 11 and a half this morning. Start workout. Let's go. Good morning. So it snowed overnight. Ordinarily I would wake up on a day like today, if I was going to go running, I'd look at the snow and I'd be like, nah, let's leave it for today. But I don't have the privilege of doing that, unfortunately. Check out this pristine snow. It's really coming down now, look at it. My kids are gonna love it. So that's 9 kilometres done. Right, so it's a bit later, nearly 5 o'clock, and we've got 7 kilometres to do. No snow, as you can see, it melted pretty quick. So just finished 7k. We are on day 17. Today's the first day where I really didn't want to come out. I didn't get much sleep last night, and also it's absolutely freezing still. So I've just finished 11k. Right, so I'm coming out a bit earlier today. It's actually my son's birthday today, and got like a little party for him later on. Yeah, I didn't really want to come out running after that because he's probably gonna have a, a little bit of a later night, and then it'd mean me coming out at like 9-10 o'clock at night doing the run then. So I didn't want to do that. So 6k done, and I think I've done something to my leg. That's right, unfortunately I did injure my leg, and it meant I had to slow it right down and basically walk for the next couple of days. Good morning and welcome to day 18. My leg hurts a lot. I'm completing this challenge, however I have to do it, I'm completing it. If it means walking it and it taking me 5 hours to do it when we get to the end, then that's what I'm going to have to do. Not how I expected it to be, but there's not a lot I can do about that, is there? So I've done almost 9 kilometres, and it's taken me quite some time. So it's still day 18, and this is the second half of my 18 kilometres. Walking, I might try a little bit of a run towards the end. So I'm nearly 4 kilometres in to the 9, and it's pretty frustrating, to be honest. I just want to run. If I push it too much, there's a chance I won't be able to finish this challenge at all. $9k done. So let's see what tomorrow brings. Day 19. So last night I got about 10 hours sleep, which I never do. I thought I'd wake up today nice and refreshed, ready to go. Well, I feel relatively refreshed, I guess. but my leg feels even worse than it did yesterday. So I'm walking again. So that's 9 kilometres done, with the other 10 later. I've got 0.15 of a kilometre to go, and that's it for today. And I'm feeling good today. Well, this evening in particular, I have done a little bit of running, and good, I think, for tomorrow. Day 20, we've got 20 kilometres to do today, and the plan was to do it all in one go, which I think I will still be doing, but just look at this weather out here, hence me beginning this vlog from the car. The plan today was to go 10 kilometres north, and then when I get to 10 kilometres, do 10 kilometres back along the promenade here. So this is pretty much the starting line. Well, I've just ran for my car, which is parked 2 minutes that way. Look at the sea today. Oh, I wouldn't like to be in there. Let's go. I've just seen somebody else running, so it's not just me that's crazy enough to come out in this rain. Almost in my neighbouring town of Cleveland, and not even got to 4k yet, but feeling pretty good so far. Anyone out there into Star Wars may recognise up ahead of me, because it's where they filmed, I think it's Andor, so I think they filmed something here. Was it I think it was maybe like a telephone box or communications hub or something like that. Check that out. I'm acting like I've not seen it 1,000 times before, but you know, to anyone who's not seen it, it's pretty cool, right? This is the cafe, I believe. I don't know what it was in the actual Star Wars show. I think it was some kind of shop though. I remember when they were filming it, I actually came down. People were taking photographs of stormtroopers eating Greggs outside of Greggs. It might have been Pound Bakery. I think they were real photographs, or somebody might have, you know, they might have been fake, but it's funny nonetheless. So all my years living around here, I've never been to this part of the beach before, this part of the promenade. Yeah, so I've randomly ended up in a race here. I'm at the back, but I just met a guy, I didn't get his name, but he's 82, and he says he thinks he's in last place. I'm just saying to him, I'm like, it doesn't matter. I said, you're 82, you're getting out, and you're doing it, and I've got all the marshals saying to me, go on, you can do it. But I've nearly done my 10 now, so I'm going to be going back the other way. They're going to be like, where are you going? You're going the wrong way. You know, he was 82, doing it. You're never too old. Don't matter the speed, just get out and do it. And that's my 10 done. So I'm going back the other way for another 10. Let's go. Now here's the guy now. Good luck to you. So 9 kilometres to go, and it's tough because I'm running against the wind. The wind is freezing. I've just passed 13 kilometres. That is a new record for me. Furthest I've ever ran in one go. The thing that's slightly worrying is that we're not even halfway through distance-wise. We may be 20 days in, but distance-wise, we're only just over a third of the total distance. Come on. So, less than 3 to go. I can actually see the finish line all the way up at the distance. Nearly there. And it's just about to get to 10 any second now. There we go. Average pace 7 minutes 33 for 20 kilometres for me. That's good. I mean, I know people out there can do it a lot faster, I get it, but for me it's all about, you know, not about other people when you're doing these runs. It's about going up against yourself and bettering what you did yesterday. As cheesy as that sounds, that is, you know, for me anyway, that's what running is about. I don't compare myself to other people. There's no point. If I don't make it to the 31, then I hope I do, but if I don't make it, I've just done 20 kilometres in one go, and that is an achievement. I'm happy with that. That is 8 kilometres further than I've ever ran in one go before. Day 21. The plan this morning is to do 11 and then 10 later on today. Let's do it. So I did it all in one. Again, 21 kilometres in one go. No stopping, no walking. Just did it. Now it's quite a bit slower than yesterday, and I'm telling you, the last 4 kilometres today, I gave it my all. Like I had to dig deep within myself to finish it. I really was running on nothing at the end. Good morning, day 22, and I don't feel like I've got much about me today. Everything hurts. My feet hurt, my legs hurt, even my arms hurt, and my ribs hurt. Everything hurts. I got a good night's sleep last night as well. I'm sure once I'm up and going I'll be fine. Definitely not doing it all in one. 11 kilometres on this one, hopefully. Yeah, legs are just gone. On the previous 2 days, I really did push myself to the max, and unfortunately it resulted in me injuring my other leg this time, and this really was very painful. This was even worse than the first time, and I was back to walking again. So I am almost 5k into my 15k walk. I've just finished 15 kilometres and it took me nearly 3 hours. I was slow, like really slow. We're about halfway distance wise, which is quite scary to think that what I've just done in the last 22 days I'm going to be doing now in the next 9, like distance wise. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. For now, that is it. Oh, yeah. Hobbling along. Good morning all. So it's day 23. Leg's still not right, so I'm walking. It's 5:25 in the morning. I have actually been up for nearly an hour. I don't know why it's taken me quite so long to get out today. So 2 hours 43 minutes later, I've done 14.5 kilometres, which means I've got 8.5 to do later on. There's a few hours later now, and I'm running again. Albeit slow, it still hurts, so I'm definitely not going to be pushing it. Halfway, so far so good. I've managed to run the whole way. I feel like I can do the rest. Yes, we are back. We are back. So yeah, just finished, and I did it all in one go, and feeling alright. Guess what I've got at home, which should be here any minute now, actually within the next half an hour. I've got one of those rollers that people keep telling me to use. I thought they looked a bit silly, and I was kind of like, I looked into them, and it's debatable whether they work. So there you go, this is my evening sorted now. The limited time I have at the moment, I'll be here doing this. It is day 24. My main concern today is my feet. My feet are destroyed. I had them in a soak last night, trying to sort them out, and it's helped a little bit, but I've got double socks on. I've got about 10 plasters in different areas. Just walking along like this, it's painful. I had a little look online, what was best. Soaking blisters and Epsom salt kept coming up, so I went and got some last night. My partner did, thank you Claire, and I've actually came back with a load of stuff: plasters, Epsom salts, ibuprofen, some kind of like ice pack strapped to your leg thingy. all handy stuff. Once I'm kind of up and going, it's not too bad. First win, challenge so I've done my 12. I might get another kilometre, maybe 2 in between here and home. So it's a few hours later, and my partner needed to come out and do some steps to get a 10,000 for the day. So I tagged along with her, I tracked it, 3 kilometres done, like that. And then the other 6.5 I'm doing now. About 1.5 kilometres in, feeling pretty good. I'm fine once I'm going, it's afterwards. So I've only got 1 kilometre left, but I just can't. I'm gonna have to walk the rest. Yeah, I don't know, it felt alright when I came out, but the fatigue of all this running is really kind of catching up with me now, I think. Good morning, it's day 25. I don't feel like going anywhere too far afield today. Just gonna kind of stay in the kind of localish kind of area. Maybe do some laps. So I'm just running a cold bath. And I'll put some of this in as well. And this is my first freezing cold bath. Let's see how it is. It actually looks quite nice, right, with all the bubbles? But it is freezing cold. Oh my god. That's so much worse than I thought it'd be. I've only got my legs in. How do people do this in ice? Oh my god!
Did you not hear me?
And as you can see, I've swapped my trainers out. These are much wider. They just feel a lot better than the other ones did. But right here, I have one of these Body Fuel Energy Gel, 23 carbs, but 0 sugar. So my energy levels are low. So I'm going to try this. You can have up to 3 of these in 60 minutes, it says. There are sweeteners in this though. Don't know if I'd want to do that on a run. 3 of them, back to back, with sweeteners in it. Orange flavour. I've never tried one of these before. Let's try it. That's not good. On this particular day, I was having issues with the app not tracking me properly. In the morning, I lost 1 kilometre, and in this second run, I lost nearly 2. So I've added 2 extra on to my kind of official amounts, but I did do the distance. But at this stage, I was like, do you know what? I am not doing extra for no good reason. Day 26. So I've done 13. I don't quite know how I've done 13 today, but I have. Like, apart from my feet, and I keep going about my feet, but my other injuries that I've sustained all feel a lot better. Part 2 on day 26, and this is the nicest day we've had up to now this month. Sun's out, no rain. I'm just over 11k into my 13. I've been doing like a loop which is just over 1 kilometre round, so I'm gonna leave this one here. So it's day 27. I'm just over 1 kilometre into my, I guess, 13.5 kilometre run this morning, if I managed to do that much. I do feel generally fitter. I've definitely lost a bit of weight, and we'll have a quick look at that at the end of the video. And then this is not a weight loss video. I'm not going into this trying to lose a load of weight. It's more about starting January in a good way, you know, challenging myself, getting up and out, because when the weather's like this, you don't want, I mean, I say that like this today, it's actually quite nice, but for most of this month, when the weather's like that, you don't want to get out and do anything really, do you? Hello. So did 15 in the end. Yeah, it was hard, not gonna lie, it was. Every run at this stage is hard, it's going to be. But yeah, 15 means I only have to do 12 tonight, only 12. I started to do a bit of editing for this video last night. I was like, I need to do 12 today, but I'm not going to do it all in one, I might do it in 2 or 3, and now I'm just like, 12k, you know. It's a bit later, I've got 12 kilometres still to do. Me and my family are making our way down to the promenade. My son's back after a good few weeks. Which way?
Come on!
Are we doing it?
Yeah! Don't drop your 360 in the water.
I'll try not to. I just have very long arms to reach the water.
Keep out!
Not too far to go now. About 3 kilometres left. My family are down there somewhere. I'm going to run back to them. Day 28. So I'm going to try my best to do 14 this morning if I can. I think today is going to be a tough one because I've only done a kilometre. I've got no energy. I felt alright coming out. Mentally I'm like, come on, more. And my body's just like, nah, ain't happening today, mate. After starting off and really having nothing in me at all, I've managed to find like a little spot, a little round circuit of only about 3/4 of a kilometre, and I've just been going round and round and round and round and round, which usually is like boring, right? But when we're doing distances like this, I just not having to think about where I'm going, just going round and just kind of getting my head down, getting some good music on and just going and just not even thinking about the time and just going and going and going. And that's what I did. I managed to do 18 kilometres. I've just come out to do my 10k and my left foot is so painful. I cannot even barely walk on it. I'm gonna have to go home and do something with it. The 2 smallest toes on my left foot, the pain is excruciating. So I've done my best putting some extra plasters on, another sock on that left foot. My partner's like, why don't you just wear your Crocs? I mean, at this stage, that might actually be a good idea, at least they're nice and wide, but can you imagine doing any kind of distance in Crocs? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I might end up going back and getting them at this rate. I dig your cinema, I'm on a roof, you're in your aeroplane seat, I was on my way, buy some flowers for you, hash brown, egg yolk, I will always love you. So I've just finished 10k, not very fast, but not surprised. Let's finish it. 3 more days. I'm still doing it in 2, which I think is pretty good. I thought by this point I'd definitely be doing it in 3, but I'm still just about managing it in 2. So that's a good thing. And I kind of hoped I'd be a bit quicker at this point, but I didn't think I'd have so many injuries. I didn't think my left foot would look quite how it looks right now. Day 29, and I'm just about a kilometre in, and only just over 2 marathons worth to go in 3 days, which just sounds crazy. Yeah, trying not to like psych myself out with that information. So I've just done 14 kilometres, 15 to do later. So I'll come out, I'll do as much as I can at about 2 o'clock. So it's a bit later and I'm 2 kilometres just over into my run. I've come to somewhere a little bit different and it's a lot hillier than I remember. So almost 5k in. So just finished 15k. I did 14 this morning. Day 29 done. There's 2 days left, that's it. Good morning. 435 kilometers done, just 61 to go. Day 30. I've done 14 and that's gonna have to be it for now to get back. It's a bit later, it's 10 to 2 and I've just come out to do my 16k. Hopefully I can get it all done now. Day 31, only 31 kilometers to go, just about to hit start. Let's do it. So I'm trying to revisit some of the places from these 31 days. This is the street where it was absolutely covered in pristine snow. Seems like a long time ago now, but it was day 16 if I remember right. It only snowed for 1 day. Remember day 20 when I did the longest run I'd ever done, and remember that guy that I met. He was doing a 5k run along the promenade. He was in his 80s, very inspirational, and I ended up kind of in the race. Wasn't really, but I was with the runners and the marshals are there like, yeah, go on, you can do it. Check out these blue lights as far as the eye can see up there with Blackpool Tower in the distance. We've just gone past 13 kilometres and look, finally we have some light. That's the building there that was in the Star Wars series that we saw earlier on in the month. So 3 hours 12 minutes later, and I've not done 31, I've not, but I have set a new record for me of 22 kilometers in one go, no rest time, no walking, just on it. 22. My previous best was 21 and I didn't think I'd get back to that again during this challenge. So here we are, the very last run, 9 kilometers, and this one's going to be more about just getting it done rather than like this morning I was going around different places and stuff that you've seen earlier on in the video. This is just going to be about getting it done. I'm going to stay fairly close to home and just kind of do what I have to do. Nearly 3k in, 6 to go, only 1 kilometre left. We are nearly there. Hey! Will you come to join me for the last bit? You going to this bit? That's it! Done! Come here. Oh.
Yay!
Thank you for coming out in such disgusting weather. 11.7 marathons. That's all. Look how horrible it is. For the last run. It kind of sums up the weather this month. A few days later, this arrived in the post. It's a great medal and well worth the over 78 hours I spent running and walking throughout January. I managed to lose exactly £10 in a month, which is okay, but I did think it would be a bit more. I really enjoyed this challenge and I would definitely recommend it. I would say that maybe I could have done with a bit more preparation, maybe a couple of weeks to kind of get into running again before I started this challenge. That would have been good. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Could you do a marathon?